Hello everybody, this is Pilpo. Welcome to Oceanblock. This is the new Feed the Beast pack. I think it came out a couple of days ago, and we're just going to dive straight in. So the first thing is we have to pick an island. I've already kind of decided to just go with the straight skyblock. So this doesn't give us any of the seeds or anything like that, so I think string's going to be kind of difficult. You'll see when we get into the game. So the first thing is give it a name. Call this Pilpo's. Put in quotes skyblock. This is kind of not a skyblock because we've got ocean all around us. I'm going to set cheats on purely because I've read somewhere that some of the quests don't auto-complete. You have to use a cheat to complete them, so I'm going to add that one on, and let's go. Joining world. So I haven't done any videos before this purely because my CPU in my PC was absolutely ancient, and I've recently upgraded. So now I can happily play Minecraft without it absolutely dying and causing lots and lots of lag on my screen. So hopefully this is good enough quality. It doesn't seem to be jittering for me, so that's quite nice. Cool, right, so we're going to do what everyone does when they first start off on Minecraft and punch a couple of trees. We need to do this anyway because we need to build out. I think I'm just going to do what I normally do, which is build quite far around this, probably like 10 by 10 or something like that. We did lose the saplings, but that's fine because I know there's some saplings in here. And we also start off with a lava bucket because on this form of the map you don't have any like dirt or stone or anything like that to actually hammer down, so we start off already with a bucket. I'll pick that up. They are down here, so I might just pick them up. Pick the saplings back up. You do get mining fatigue and slowness if you go underwater for too long, but it does go away after a little while, so you can set this. First things first, I'm going to make a crafting table. I kind of want to make... do I have enough to make the Tinker's crafting table? Yeah, I do, definitely. So that is just one of these and one of these. You get your crafting station. It used to be you just crafted up the crafting table and it would turn into a crafting station from Tinker's. This just allows you to leave things in, and it also connects with all the other Tinker stuff. Oh, grabbing that. But we'll see that in a bit. So yeah, first things first. Well, I've only got 8 planks left, so that means it's just going to be surrounding this. And I can find another tree. This has got twerk, as you just saw. I just twerked, so it grew the tree pretty quickly. This is a lot quicker than many other mod packs that I've played. So just get another couple of trees. In fact, what I'm probably... Oh, I'm going to grab that apple because we need food. I'm going to have slowness. But that doesn't mean I can't just grow more trees. Hee. There we go. So FTB Ultraminer is in this pack, but you have to unlock it using trinkets, which is going to be a big part of this mod pack. In fact, I've already rebound the key. I'm not exactly sure which key it is. I think once I've got this down, sod it, I'm just going to leave those. I think it's this key here. So with these you can add, like, if you had any trinkets, which we will get some in a sec, you can add a bunch of different sort of abilities. We'll see that in a bit. First things first, we do have quests. I've already got a bunch of things sort of lined up. I know we're going to need these. I have played this already a little bit, maybe like an hour or two on another save. So I do know it's a little bit about what to do. These meshes and things, it's like the old X Nihilo. See this one? Okay, this one gives us food, and it gives us a random reward. And we got... Okay, that's a pretty insane reward to get to begin with. In fact, does that... Okay, that does count as the... as the pickaxe that they want you to make for the next one. I'm not sure many people are going to get this reward straight away, but it's a pretty insane one to get. Okay, so let's have a look at the quests. First off, you've got a getting started one. You've got an exploration one. This goes into boats and all of the rewards that you can find. He's got a sea moth. Nice. But yeah, if you see over here around these sort of areas, there's like these little rafts that you can like swim over to or use a boat, which we'll get into in a bit. And they have these little chests on them. You have to break the chests. You can't open them. They're not like these sort of chests. They're like ones that you have to break, and they give you random rewards. In fact, I know if you go from here, you can get string from those. I tell a lie. It's not coming up. Oh, because you have to... There you go. So you've got this loot. FTB structures. So from these crates here, you can get all of these different items. Enchanted golden apple. That's pretty awesome. And these things here are the trinkets that you can get. So as you can see here, this one, you can ride a saddled pig without needing without the need of carrot and stick. Also, pig's movement speed is faster than actual speed. Creeper targeting, you will not spawn an explosion. Okay. You can step one block higher. So this is like the Sojourner's Sojourner's Sash from Botania. Without the running fast, I believe. But most people just get the Sojourner's Stash purely to get that step up without being the horrible, you know, the Minecraft one where when you walk in front of something, it does like a jump for you. I don't know why they added that in. I think it was to do with the Windows mobile stuff, or like the Pocket Edition. It's quite hard to do a jump on Pocket Edition, but yeah, it's always bugged me that that's been in the game. But I'm not here to judge, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to build this out. I may end up like cutting a bunch of this stuff out. So me building out what I'm going to turn into a boat. Huge boat. And just because I think it's probably going to be a bit boring to watch, I might set up a what do you call it, a time lapse at some point of me like completely finishing the boat. I want to make it out of some sort of metal, so if there's any like, I don't know if it will still be in here, but oh, there is in here. Sweet. So chisel is in here. So you've got these factory blocks, which I've always loved. I love building out of these. Speaking of building, I'm not actually that great at building, like most people say whenever they start a Let's Play. But I'm going to try my hardest to actually do some building. Nice thing about the crafting station is you've got chests next to it as well. The only issue with that is it does get rid of your bookmarks, but I like having access to the chest because you can kind of do some auto crafting in there as well. So I'll just chuck these in here. Playing this on this map instead of one of the other maps is it's going to slow down your beginning quite a bit. Purely because you have to like build out your little boat area, your little place to stand, just like any other skyblock. But also, you don't spawn with any seeds. So what I've seen others do is they go around, they punch all of their grass, their tall grass, get a bunch of seeds, and they get like the cotton seeds, and that's how they get string. I think I mentioned string at the beginning, but basically the string is going to be very useful, and especially for this cloth mesh. It took me ages to get string on my other playthrough, and in fact I stopped at that point because I thought, well, now my PC is good enough to record and play at the same time, might as well give it a crack. So that's why you're getting this very, very slow let's play. Right, so first things first, I'm going to... Actually, let's just look at the quests. These are the only quests that I've seen so far, but I think there is many more. I have no idea what that is. What is... Okay, well, come back to that. Start with basic tools. So Tinker Station, Part Builder. So I'm going to start off with the Tinker Station. Why is not letting me... Oh, did I come out of that? I did. Okay, I need to make probably a few more of these. I love that it just goes straight in there. That's so useful. So Tinker Station, that's one thing. Stick that there, and what was the other thing? It was Part Builder. Actually, that completes the quest because of the amazing tool that I just got, the Manulin tool. What did that give me? That gave me a bunch of patterns and this part chest. Yeah, I don't really like using the part chest because it used to be really good for... So it wasn't a part chest before, it was like a pattern chest. So all of these patterns now, once you put some in here, you can... So I'm actually going to make an axe, because the beginning, I think having an axe is actually quite useful. I go to the Tinker Station and build, just shift them all in. But it's quite useful because you can just make as many trees as you can. Oh, as you can see, I tried to use the FTB Ultraminer, but we're not quite there yet. I think we need to make a dripper, which on this map type is actually very useful because it creates clay out of dirt. So if I go... I'm just going to put a bunch of this stuff away. I do like that we get the tome, which you can pick any of these books. I don't really like reading the in-game books. Quest book, I tend to use the one up here, so when you open up your inventory there's a quest book. Normally you wouldn't see all of these here, but because we're in cheat mode, because of the things that were happening with the quests, we have to have this up here. I think once those are fixed, I'm going to turn cheat mode off, but for now I think it's fine. But there is another thing that you can do, which I think I've mapped the book. So if I take this off my hotbar, I've mapped the book. Oh, hello, Mr. Drowned. This is actually useful as well because of the rotten flesh he'll give me. Give me the rotten flesh. There we go. Yeah. So actually, that's one of these quests up here. So I need another rotten flesh and some more string. So I'm just gonna chuck it all in here, and this, and yeah, why not that as well. I am gonna make a boat. What was I saying about? Oh yeah, so I haven't got any of the quest book or anything in my inventory. I've mapped it to caps lock and it opens it straight away. But I found that I accidentally kept hitting the tab button when, I mean, it doesn't do anything here. Well, highlights this. Huh. But the tab button is normally where inventories are in other games, and I've been playing a few other games recently, so it really confused me every time I go to open my inventory, and instead I'd open the quest book. So instead I've just been using the one up here. Yeah, I was going to make a boat. So you can make boats like this. This is only used for crafting. So we have got this small ships mod. I love this mod, it's so nice. And we're just going to make an oak rowing boat. And that was actually a quest as well, so if we go to the exploration, we did get a random reward. I hope it's not too... Oh yeah, I was getting loads of these laser lenses. They'll come in useful later, but for now they're not that useful. But what this does is allows... Jeez, it's big. Allows us to get over to... You can swim to the ones that are quite close to you, but that threw me across the screen. Jeez. But yeah, you can just swim across to these ones. This one's actually quite close, so I could have just gone across like that. But for the ones that are like quite far out, it's quite useful to have a boat like this. I actually had one on my other save where I I crashed it because there was underwater. I'm not sure if you can see. I'm not sure if there's anywhere around here, but the magma blocks that are on the floor of the ocean, they suck you down. So I got off my boat to get on one of these little raft things, and my boat just went nope and sunk all the way down to the bottom, and I didn't notice because I'd already jumped off. So I had to walk, or do this sort of swimming all the way back, and I think I was probably like round here. It took me a while to get back. Ooh, what was that? Oh, we've already got an O2 tank. That's pretty insane. So the mining fatigue when you go underwater, the mining and like movement speed reduction, that's only in place when you don't have this scuba gear. So what's that called? Better diving. We did use caps lock earlier, so that's what that was. But yeah, so from these crates you can get diving masks, the standard O2 tank, wetsuit and fins and things like that. I didn't know you could get the reinforced stuff. Oh, that just... Okay, that's actually relatively cheap later on. Silver and okay, that's cheap as well. What are these ones? Ultra glide and reinforced. What? Okay, what's the difference? That one has less armor. No, wait, has more armor. So this one has more armor, but less swim speed, and that one has all the swim speed. Okay. Oh, hello. What are you doing in my boat? I need your rotten flesh. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, got it. Nice. I should have brought my pick out. That's fine. I think you can break these with anything. You probably break it with your fist. get? Oh, fruit salad, nice. Always good to get some food to begin with. What I'm actually looking for, I'd already got. Just noticed. I got the cobble. It's nice to get a bed as well, actually. I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of beds, because, yeah, I've seen other people say they get beds all the time. I should probably mark where we started. No, I'm going to go get a few other things first. So I wanted cobble because unlike the other starts that you get for this, you don't get very much cobble. You don't get any cobble when you start off on this one. But luckily you can turn that into other resources. I'm just going to go around and collect a bunch of this, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I kind of gave up on going around and finding all of the crates and things like that, because on my other save, when I was coming to get these campfires, if you didn't know, when you break a campfire now, you get charcoal, and it is just not as nice a feeling when you can't use the Ultraminer to get basically all the campfires from one of these rafts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get that unlocked. So let me meet you back at our island. 1 second. And we're back. So I did get quite a lot of things. As you can see, I've got 2 bits of diving equipment, which is pretty good. I heard people had some like pretty terrible drop rates on these. You get these from the crates, so I think that's pretty good going, getting 2 pieces. I did complete a bunch of quests, which are just breaking these like weird barrels. I think actually over there. Oh crap! I don't know if you can see. Maybe over there, but there's different coloured barrels. So if I go back up to the quests, so you got all of these like. You've got these little crates, and you've got a golden barrel. Actually, I think I saw one. But one of the quests is you get a random item for breaking each of the individual types. Blue barrel. Found under. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through. You can click up here and you get all of your rewards, but I quite like going into individual ones. That's insane, getting a good furnace to begin with. Storage upgrades, always useful. It's for the storage drawers, which is installed. And petty machine frames, that'll be for industrial foregoing. This furnace, it's a really good find to begin with, because, well, as you can see, I didn't get much cobble, but one of the quests is in the getting started is to get all of the basic resources. We actually just need 8 cobble to start off with, which we then hammer down. So I'm just going to make a wooden. Oh, I've got some sticks. That's good. I'm just going to make a wooden hammer because they do last quite. They've got really good durability, and I'm just going to do 8 of those. So we need to hammer these down and then hammer them down again, which gives us dirt, which we kind of need a lot of dirt, so I'm going to do this again after on the rest of these cobble. And then I'm going to expand this section out a little bit. Dirt is also how we're going to get seeds. I don't want to spoil it too much, but using dirt you can get a seed to make grass, which took me ages to figure that out, so you're getting the inside scoop already. That should be fine because I'm not using Ultraminer. You don't want to set them too close to the one dirt that you have. I mean, we have got extra cobblestone, so we could turn it back. Turn some of this cobblestone into dirt. It's a little bit strange having dirt in this cycle, because usually it goes cobble into gravel, into sand, into dust. But we've got dirt in there. I think it's in there purely because of the map type that I'm using. Because otherwise you wouldn't have any other way of getting dirt. So, okay, this does give us quite a lot of cobble as well, so that's quite nice. And we get the Ultraminer Trinket. I also did get another trinket, so this step up one we also got. And what you do is you just right click them, get a nice little sound, and from there, if you open up your menu, I've hotkeyed it to something else. I think it's originally hotkeyed to R. If you open up your menu, you can add. So I'm going to put Ultraminer because Ultraminer is insane. And what you can do is you can unlock a bunch of these eventually by unlocking them with levels. So right now I've only got one level from killing those two drowned. But once I get to 15 levels, I can unlock another space, and I could put the horseshoe as well if I wanted to. By then, hopefully, we'll get other of these trinkets. What else is in here? Oh, spelled it wrong. Trink. See, you've got tons. Broken. Yeah, these are all. Yeah, these are all insane. Life stealing, that would be kind of cool. Life steal's not always as good as you think it is. You might as well just go for them instead of lifesteal. These are the ones I think you can obtain from these ones up here. Not sure about. Yeah, I think this top row maybe is the ones you can actually get out of the crates. I'm not entirely sure how you get the others. I think these treasure bags come into play later on. But it's getting dark again, and I did get a bed, so I'm just going to plot that down. And when that gets low, I'll pop into bed. So with that, what else did we get? So we got the hammer, and we get gravel from that, so we're getting lots of resources. We aren't going to run out. Another random reward. What the hell is that? Damn, look at the knockback resistance. Okay, I'm wearing that. Oh, it doesn't give you the horns. That's a shame. Oh well. Right, let's have a look at the quests. So we've got Mob Farm, which is rotten flesh and string. Again, string is a pain to get in this map. So let's go for the other ones. We've got the dripper. Relatively easy to make. Okay, I'm actually gonna. I think that's already set. Oh, it is nice. So if I'm just gonna put a bunch of this stuff away because we don't need it for now. All of this stuff, most of this stuff I got from the crates. I do have that, so that will complete the quest there. But again, string is such a pain to get to begin with. Okay, I'm gonna just. I forgot what I was doing. This is the issue. Ah, there you go, dripper. The reason why I wanted to record is because I always just don't really think about what I'm doing. Minecraft's like such a chill thing to do, like after work and things. So I end up just wasting time doing things inefficiently, and I'm going to try and do things as efficiently as possible in this playthrough at least. So let's make a dripper. I'm actually going to make 6 drippers because I know it's going to be a pain later on. So Okay, I'm going to make 3 for now. I'll grow some trees in a bit, but what the dripper does is it allows you to, say you've got a certain type of block. Actually, it will say here, drips fluid onto blocks below, turns them into other blocks. So if we go into here and go into uses, if you put water in it and then you put some compressed stone, so that's not cobblestone, it's stone, it turns into iron ore. This is one way to get cast iron, which is useful for the jars, which will come up later on. Magma block. Double compress gets you gold. That's actually quite interesting. That's one way to get... Why is it? Okay, looks like you can either get sand or dirt from compressed gravel. Compressed cobble can give you... Okay, gravel. Triple compressed stone, which is 2x, which is 1x. Yeah, that's quite a lot of compressed. Yeah, to get 1 diamond, that's quite difficult. But what we need it for is, if I go into uses, this one here, to get clay, we need to turn dirt into clay, and we need clay for, I think it will be one of these quests to get our reward. Oh, a lapis axe. Oh great, so I didn't need to make that axe earlier. But yeah, what you need to do is, to create a bucket of water, you need 16 clay and a bucket of water, and then you can progress onwards to the sluice, which is like the sieve later on. If I'm throwing too much information at you, just let me know in the comments, because as I said, this is my first sort of attempt at making any sort of content for YouTube. So if I'm going a little bit quick, then let me know, please. Why did I put this down? Oh yeah, because I was going to use my hammer on it. I heard you. Yeah. Oh. What kind of damage does this do? Oh, that's not too bad. Oh cool, and I got a hat as well. I'm not going to use... maybe I stick this on, why not? There you go, so if I... was it F5? Great. No, I really don't like the hats mod. I mean, I like the idea of it. Oh god, what did I do? How do I take it off? There's a lot of hats, by the way. 3? How did I get the other one? Okay. Okay, this is confusing me. Let me try and figure this out and I'll be right back. Never mind, as soon as I hit stop record, I found the remove hat button. So, I'm just going to put that on because I like the idea of the mod. I'm just not a fan of cosmetic items. So that is the Ultraminer feature. So I used my key next to the 1 button, so the tilde key, and it brings up Ultraminer. This can be quite dangerous because you can get your entire platform destroyed. I actually did that in one of my sky blocks that I did back in the day. I can't remember which one. I think it was Sky Factory 3. I played a ton of Skyblocks in my day. I think I started on one of the original Skyblocks, the one that FTB made, where it was literally you had to feed the beast. Let me know if you guys had any interaction with that in Okay, right, so what am I going to start off with? Okay, so I made some dirt. I'm actually going to use some of the cobble that we got given. And I'm going to extend just this corner here. Oh, do have a good pickaxe. How quick this is. It's actually not that quick. It's less quick than I thought it would be. We do have builder's ones, so I could use a builder's one for this, but it's just something about building it manually, which I find just relaxing. We did have that bucket of lava, so I'm going to use that, put that in there, and then we still have the bucket, so because this is a regular bucket, not a clay one, so I can use that there. This is the block that's going to turn into cobblestone, and then this block here is where it runs. I always do this a little bit wrong, because if I just put this here, actually that does work. Okay, I'm going to pick it up for now and build one more out. Yeah, this looks about right. So now, if I was to use the wooden hammer, for example, oh great, it went straight in there. That's what you get. The only issue with this is if I was to ultramine, it would get the whole platform and I'd probably go in that lava. But we've got a couple gem. There are better ones that we can make later on, but this one's good for now. But the reason I wanted to do that is so I could use the bucket that we were given. And let's do... I'm just going to stick the dirt there for now and put one of our drippers on top. Into the bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what this will do is it will just drip water onto this and turn this into clay. Okay, very quickly. I thought it was a lot slower than that, but... Oh, back around. Come on. Okay. I'm going to have slowness. Oh, God. I do hate the slowness. There we go. Nice. So, once we do this to... I'm just going to put these next to this one. So these can hold 4 buckets. I don't know if I've said that, but that means that they could be dripping for quite a while. I think there's a percentage chance as well that it will turn these into the items, like every certain amount of ticks. I don't know if it says it on the dripper. Okay, no it doesn't, but from what I found, turning the compressed stone into the iron ore actually takes forever. See, as you can see as well, when I put my first bit of dirt down, it took like no time at all, whereas, you know, these should have turned into clay by now if it was the other. Oh crap, don't fall in the water. There you go, some more clay. So what we're going for here is this quest here, which is 16 clay. I actually recognise the bucket of water that I got. So this bucket, when I went, okay, not like that. When I went like this, it recognised that as the bucket. But we still need the 16 clay. On the other island, like the cottage and the basic island, I can't remember what they're called now, but on those ones you get clay to begin with, whereas this one, this is why we needed to go and find like a bunch of cobble out on these rafts so we could turn them into dirt, which then we can turn into clay. I don't think the dripper's used for much in the other maps, but I'm sure some clever person is going to figure out a good use for it. I am now literally just waiting for these to turn, so I'm going to be right back. Well, never mind, there he is. this should complete the quest. There we go. And I think that gives us a random reward. It does. Really, it gave us Blessed Earth, which does unlock. Okay, fair enough. Bless you, my child. What does that give us? Okay, something that we can't use. I'm not exactly sure what this does. Spawns passive mobs. That's amazing. We could actually use that. I am going to keep a hold of those. Actually, I'm going to put them away so I don't accidentally break them somehow. I'm going to use those, definitely. But yeah, that completed the quest. And then we're going to move on to the sluices. But I think we're going to have to make mob farm to get the string. But that's going to have to wait for next time. So thank you for joining me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.